What's good, YouTube? Today I'm going to tell you 5 quarterbacks to buy stock into this season. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. First, let's talk about honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention I have is Jared Goff. I'm very high on Goff. I think he's a legit MVP candidate, and I expect him to continue off his success from last year. The only reason he's not on the list is because I made a video about him being an MVP candidate. If you want to hear more about my opinion on Goff, I will put the link in the description to my other video below, so go check it out. Next honorable mention I have is Derek Carr. Carr is not a bad quarterback, and I feel like he's getting a lot of hate for no reason. But this is really a make it or break it year for Carr. I feel like this is the Saints' division to lose. They have a good roster, and Carr will have some good weapons to throw to between Michael Thomas, Tre'Quan Smith, and Chris Olave. He has a good running back between Jamal Williams and Alvin Kamara, and a decent offensive line. And I have high hopes for Carr and this Saints offense going forward. Final honorable mention is Deshaun Watson. I don't like him. Nobody likes him. Hell, even Browns fans don't like him. But I still think he's a talented quarterback, and he has everything he needs to succeed this year. His weapons are great. He's got a great offensive line. He's got a good defense. He's got great running backs. And I believe Stefanski is not a bad coach. I think he's a good coach. I think he's made the best of a bad situation with Baker Mayfield in 2020. And last year, Watson was bad, so he's made the best of two bad situations. And everything is on the line for Cleveland this year, so Watson's got to perform, and Stefanski's got to perform, otherwise they're both going to be gone next year. Now let's get on to the real list. So at number 5, I have Justin Fields. And I know this is weird because in my top 5 most overrated teams list going into the season, I blasted the Bears. But I truly think Fields is going to have a monster season, and I am a Fields supporter. I think he gets too much hate, but there is a reason behind it. He is 5-20 as a quarterback. But I believe adding DJ Moore is a great move, and adding a tackle should get Fields to another level this season. I believe he's going to perform greatly as a passer. I'm still not super high on the Bears as a team. I don't see them more than a 7 or 8 win team, but Justin Fields is going to ball this season. At number 4, I have Desmond Ridder. I am super high on the Falcons this year, and I am high on Ridder. I think that the Falcons have a legit chance to win the NFC South, and Ridder has everything he needs to succeed. He's got Arthur Smith, who I believe is a good head coach. I believe he's a good offensive mind. The urgency is going to be there because they need to win because it's year 3 of Arthur Smith. He has a good offensive line. The Falcons have one of the better offensive lines in the league. He's got really good weapons with Pitts and London. He's got a great running game with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. And I believe that he just has everything he needs to succeed. So don't be surprised if Ridder becomes a star with the Falcons. At number 3 on this list, I have Kirk Cousins. I know this is weird, a Lions fan expecting his competitors' quarterbacks to play well, but I truly believe Kirk will have a great season. And the main reason I believe this is because the Vikings' strength is their passing game, and they will have to rely on it to win games this year. When we take a look at their roster, their defense is still garbage. I don't care that they got Brian Flores. The defense is still going to be bad. I don't trust the running game. I mean, and when you look at their passing game, they're going to have to pass the football, and they have some of the best weapons in the game. They got Justin Jefferson, a top 3 wide receiver. They got TJ Hawkinson, a top 5 tight end, and they have 2 more good receivers in Addison and Osborne. So, and you add in a solid offensive line with Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, and a good head coach in Kevin O'Connell, and Cousins, he's just bound to have a great season in 2023. Coming in at number 2, I have Geno Smith. I've seen a lot of Geno hate lately, and the question is Is he going to be a one-time wonder, or is this the start of a great career? I think he's just here to stay. I think he's going to be a good quarterback in 2023. And I think he will be even better than he was last year. Everything around him is the same, which is important because continuity matters in this league. And Geno has everything he needs to succeed. Seattle made one huge addition in the offseason, and everyone knows that was bringing in Jackson Smith-Njigba, who was the best receiver in the draft. It's a great move. It gives Seattle a top 3 wide receiving core between Smith-Njigba, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. And I think Seattle is going to challenge the 49ers for that division crown. And Geno Smith is going to be a huge part of it. They're just going to be able to throw the football all over the field. Their offense is dynamic. So Geno Smith, breakout year, season 2. And the number 1 quarterback to buy into this season is Lamar Jackson. I did my best to stay away from elite quarterbacks, but Lamar is the only exception I was willing to make. Not only is he my favorite non-Lions player, but I really do think he's going to take another step this season. He's an absolute superstar, and he is a winner. He wins 75% of his games, and he is going to be the best running quarterback in the NFL. I think he's just going to take another major jump this year in his passing game. He's got Flowers, he's got OBJ, he's got Mark Andrews, and he's got Isaiah Likely. He's got everything around him he needs to excel. I can easily see him breaking the 4,000-yard passing mark and being in the MVP conversation. After this year, we will be saying he is a top 3 quarterback again. And that's all I got. If you liked the video, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.